Hi my friends, it's Dre here. Today I am doing disappointing products from the drugstore. Recently I did disappointing high-end products and I asked you guys in that video if you wanted to see a drugstore version and a lot of you said yes. I guess we just really like talking about stuff that sucks. So that's what we're doing today. As always, if any of these things are things that you love, I am truly happy for you because I think it's just better when people enjoy their purchases. But for me, for one reason or another, they just didn't work and I don't think they're very good, and I will tell you why. But if you like any of this stuff, please don't take it personally. I'm happy that you like it. And tell us why in the comments if you do. But let's just get into it. This first thing, this is, to me, such a useless product. This is from Essence. It's called Say No to Dark Circles. It's in the shade 30 Bright Rose. It's just a little creamy, like stick concealer type thing, and you can see it there. It is pink. It's not really peach. The problem with this is that it blends away to nothing. Like, once you blend it in, how is that supposed to correct dark circles? It just disappears. You guys know, if you've been following me, I have super dark under eye circles. They are hereditary. I have had them for a very long time, since I was 12, I can remember. And this does nothing. So I think this might be okay for you if you are just like the kind of person who, when you don't get enough sleep, you get very little kind of bluish circles. But if you have anything more intense than that, this will not work. Luckily, this is not all that expensive, so I don't feel too bad that it didn't work out for me. Next thing is from Loreal. This is the Brow Stylist Plumper. You guys know I love the Brow Stylist Definer, which is the pencil from this line. It's awesome. But this here is just not good. So my main problem with it, I don't know if you can tell, is just that so much product comes out on the wand. It is so goopy on the end of that wand every time you take it out of the container and you have to like wipe it off. But on top of that, it just doesn't really work all that well. I find that it doesn't hold brows in place all day long, and it does kind of get that dry kind of flakiness towards the end of the day as well. So I don't recommend this. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. They're not even chirping. They're like going, wah, wah, wah. Just ignore it. Okay, so next thing is from Joe Fresh. This is a Canadian brand. You probably don't hear it talked about all that much on YouTube because I think it's exclusive to Canada. So this is the long wear liquid lipstick, and it says right on it 6 hours. This is in the shade Kiss, just Kiss. Okay, so it's a pretty pink color. Here's the problem. A lot of things will market themselves as liquid lipstick and you think, oh good, it's gonna be like a matte transfer proof formula. It doesn't have to be, number one. Liquid lipstick just means lipstick that is liquid. We've come to think of it as being matte and transfer proof. So number one, this is not matte, it is not transfer proof. Fine, it's more of like a gloss. But my next issue with it is that it is so, I don't know if you can tell, but it is so like patchy. You just see through it. You know when you layer a product over itself and it kind of gets that really weird like lines in it, like when you're drawing on a microfiber couch, you know, like how you can draw your name in a sofa that has that kind of material? That's what this does. And you can never really get it even. So while it is a pretty color, doesn't really smell like anything, it's just not good. Like I can totally see my skin through the bottom of there. Anyway, I don't recommend these at all, and there's no way that it will last 6 hours. Not happening. Next thing are these Revlon brushes. Now, I own this one, the blush brush, and I also own the crease eye brush. These came out, I think, this year, 2016, earlier in the year. These are, for being drugstore, very expensive. Like this one I think was $20, and the crease brush was probably something like $13 or so. But for as expensive as they are, these are like as good of a quality as the brushes you actually get in drugstore blush packaging, if that makes sense. Like, you know how we just throw away those brushes? This should just be thrown away. It's terrible. It's super coarse, and feeling it on my cheek, it's just like, it's terrible. It feels horrible. It's really rough. And also on top of that, it just doesn't blend well. I had really high hopes for this because I love the shape of it for blush. I think it's just the perfect shape for blush, but it is so rough, I don't even want to put it on my face. The crease brush, I didn't grab that, but it's not very good either. It's just really stiff. It doesn't move very well, and so you don't get a very good blend on your eye. I have these two blushes from NYC. NYC, I think, is hit and miss. I think they have a few really good things, but for the most part, they're not my favorite drugstore brand. I think these blush colors are so pretty. This one is in the shade Prospect Park Rose. One of the problems is they kick up a lot of powder, but that is not like the end all and be all for something for me. Look at that color. It's so pretty. Just a nice light peachy pink. And then this one here in Riverside Rose, beautiful, neutral, everyday, kind of earthy shade. So nice, right? You would think these would be fantastic. The problem is simply the lasting power. These don't even make it like an hour on my cheek. I wish they did because the colors are so nice, but they're just no good, you guys. So don't waste your money on these either. I wasn't sure if I should classify this as drugstore because I know you can't really get it in North America very easily, but as far as I know, it is a drugstore product in Europe, and I know you can get it on Amazon for fairly cheap, which is where I got this. This is the Sleek Eye Divine Mineral-Based Eyeshadow Palette. This is in Au Natural 601. It actually is pretty decent packaging. It's solid, like it sits up, the mirror. The mirror's quite big, really nice mirror to use. You would think looking at these that they would be really nice. It's a really nice color selection. You have a couple really nice mattes all up here. Brow bone highlight, a couple nice transition shades. These blend horribly. They blend really, really badly. I had this in my Bought It Forgot It a couple months back, and it was like a struggle to use this, to give you guys a review for it. It was just so difficult to work with every day. I don't like it at all. You would think with these metallic shades that they are pretty creamy, and swatching them on your hand, actually, they look really nice. Like, look at that. But they don't transfer with the brush. Like, they don't pick up on a brush and go on your eye. I tried Fix Plus, I tried synthetic and natural brushes just to play around. I used my finger to apply to my eye. They just don't want to go. And it's a shame because I heard good things about Sleek makeup. I've heard their highlighter palettes are amazing, but I just don't like these eyeshadows. I just want to give you guys a really close up of that liquid lipstick. Can you see now that it's dried a little bit? Do you see what I'm saying about the skin showing through and how blotchy and splotchy they are? Next thing is from Hard Candy. You guys know there are things from Hard Candy that I will sing their praises. I think Hard Candy has some amazing, amazing products. This is not one of them. This is the Stroke of Gorgeous Felt Tip Eyeliner with Lash Enhancing Serum. Who knows about that part? This is in the shade Storm. It's purple. That's why I bought it. And the problem with this is that number one, it is not purple. Can you guys even see that? It's really difficult to see. Let me give you a really kind of wide swatch. See that? It is kind of like a reddish burgundy maybe, but you could see just how light it is. There's no like opaqueness to this at all. It's practically see-through. And when it dries brown. So just no good. Don't bother with that one. Next from the drugstore that I don't like are these Rimmel glosses. These are the Oh My Gloss. Stay glossy up to 6 hours. This is in the shade Purr Glossy Cat. This one is Glossaholic. First of all, stupidest name ever. Purr Glossy Cat. What? Anyway, this shade is actually really nice. I think the shade is pretty. They're a little bit sticky. It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite like feeling on my lips, but it's not terrible. This one here is a really pretty pink. I like these shades a lot. They're really nice. But the problem with this is the scent. I cannot deal with this floral scent. Why do companies put floral scent in lip products? It's so off-putting. It's like a perfumey just really strong floral scent. Ugh, it almost smells like it's gone bad, but I know it hasn't because that's how they smelled when I bought them. I never wear these because I just can't get past the scent. So maybe you're better with scents than I am, but for me, with lip products, that is just like, if I can't deal with that scent, I will not use it, period. I feel bad including a second hard candy product in here because I really actually, like I said, love hard candy products for the most part, but this is just terrible and I need to let you guys know, don't waste your money. This is the Fast and Fabulous Translucent Finishing Powder. It said on the cardboard packaging that it came in that it was for oily skin, that it was to keep you matte. Fine. This stuff is like pure chalk. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can show you this on my finger. Yes, there you go. Can you see that terrible, terrible chalkiness to it? It's awful. And same thing, when you put it on your face, it does not blend. It's super chalky. It leaves those little like flecks. It's really bad, you guys. And not only that, but you have to like really dig in there and you barely get any product on. Like I'm pressing really hard and barely getting anything on the brush. Okay, very last thing is this palette. This is from LA Colors. It's the Contour Face Palette. I debated on whether or not to include this, but I'm going to include it. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, this was like $7.99, super affordable. I think you could work with this in certain ways. But the reason I'm including it for one thing is that the colors in here, the color selection is so weird. So all of these shades here, you would think these would be your contouring shades. They are so warm that there's no way you could contour with them. You can bronze with them, but I don't think anybody would want to contour with powders that are that warm. Now, you can see the pigmentation level is great. So if those are your shades for bronzer, maybe that would be good for you. But there is no real good contour shade in this whole contouring palette. The other problem is the highlighters. This one is like supposed to be your shimmery, pretty highlighter. It is so chalky. Again, I don't think anybody would ever want to use that on their face for highlight. This one here is really strange because this is a really beautiful brightening pink powder. And when you like swatch this and you kind of blend it out, you can see just how much that would brighten like under the eye, but it has sparkle in it. It has like glitter in it. So that makes no sense to me. I think that these here are pretty good under eye setting powders if you're on a budget. There's probably better things out there, but they're decent. And the blushes I think are really pretty too. They're very pigmented again. Nice, but why would you put, like, the colors don't kind of work with how warm the palette is. This pink is so cool. I don't know why you would put that. It's just not a well-planned palette, and that's kind of why I felt like I should include it. It's not totally terrible, but it is not really good. So it just depends on what your needs are if you would find this useful or not. I don't know why, but I feel like Britney Spears today with this, like 90s Britney Spears. I'm not saying I look like Britney Spears, but I feel like 90s Britney Spears right now. All right, I was around in the 90s. I don't know if you guys know, but that was kind of my like growing up time. So I remember it very well. For all of you youngins out there who are playing with 90s trends, I was there. I remember. Those are my disappointing products from the drugstore. I had a few other ones that I kind of kept out because I didn't want this video to be too long. So eventually I'm sure I will do another roundup of disappointing products. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you haven't already. But I hope that none of you got really offended. Like I said, this is just stuff that I don't like for all the reasons I said. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like on your way out. But I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. I always like doing these kinds of videos, but I always feel like they're a little bit of a downer. So I don't want you to leave on such a terrible, like, sucky note. So I just hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope your day will bring you something surprising and wonderful. How about that? Okay, that's it for today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.